Hi, this is CK at CK Education with today's advice for life. And there are now, especially in our world today, there are students, there are 16-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds who are making so much money because of the internet, and because of all the opportunities out there that were not available like when I was a teenager, when I was going to college in the 90s and 80s. And it's not, I mean, it's not common, but you do see teenagers who are making sometimes more per month than both of their parents combined. And I've seen cases like this. And so the question is, well, if you're making that kind of money, do you have to go to college? Why would I want to go to college if I'm making $20,000, $30,000 a month? Well, here's my answer to that. This is my personal opinion, of course. Well, you don't need to go to college. But here's the thing. I think that college is not just, and I've always thought college is something you just get through. I mean, college doesn't guarantee anything. It doesn't guarantee you a lot of money. It doesn't necessarily guarantee you a job. It doesn't guarantee you career success. It's just a thing you go through, and then you got to find your way, you know. Now, it may land you a job, you know, because you have that degree, but that's not to say that you'll make a lot of money in that, or, you know, that you'll be very successful in that career. Whatever the case is. So, but a lot of times I think that the college degree, what you get in your degree that you get in college, doesn't necessarily equate to what you actually do in real life. And so you see many, many, many examples of this, you know. And so when you're making that kind of money, when you're making a lot of money at a young age, and while you're in college, before you go to college, and you're wondering, should I go to college? Well, you know, that's totally up to you. You know, people like Shaq, for example, you know, he has a PhD. He went back to school on purpose, and but it wasn't to make money. It wasn't to get a job. He's an NBA superstar, Hall of Famer, you know. And there are people like this who go back to school and they just get their degrees because it's not just about making money. It's about maturity. It's about learning things that you would not otherwise learn. And so if you think of it more that way, you know, you don't have to go to college if you're making that kind of money. If the goal is just to make money, and if the goal is, I was going to go to college to get a job, but since I already have a high-paying job or business, I don't need to go to college. That is perfectly fine. There are plenty of people who never finished school, and I know people like that who are making tons of money, who are very happy, who are very successful, both in their personal life and their professional life, and that's wonderful. That's a personal option. But I think that sometimes when people want to go, and you say, well, even though I make a lot of money, I still want to get a degree. I still want to just sort of go through and learn some things, and go through that process of learning, in 4 years of college. I think that's perfectly fine. All I'm saying is, don't think of college necessarily as just an income producing institution. It is not. It is not necessarily. So even if you're making a lot of money, you still want to get the degree, you still want to go to college, do it. Maybe you could do it online, maybe you could do it part-time, you know, if you're very busy with your business. Now, some people, I know, the whole reason they start their business and they want to do that is that they don't want to go to college. And so if that's the case, that's okay. I'm just saying, either way, be at peace with yourself. Either way, as long as you feel good about that and you feel 100% good, you should not care what anybody else thinks, anybody else says, what anybody else does. If you're content with what you're doing, the choices that you made, you're making a lot of money, you got a great business going, and you want to expand that, you don't have time for college, maybe you go later, you should feel great about that. If you feel like, I'm making a lot of money and I do want to go to college anyway part-time, you should feel great about that. Whatever choices you make, you got to make it for you, not based on what other people say, what other people think, what other people do. That is not the road to happiness, my friend. So just do what you do and be content with that. Just be you, just do you, and you'll be all right. I'm CK at CK Education. Thanks so much for watching, and until my next video, I hope you stay well.